Hello guys, welcome to the English Easier with Eric. In this video, you will listen to some daily English conversations in different situations and places. Definitely, you will learn useful vocabulary, phrases, and improve your English speaking and listening skills. Let's take a look.
Find out, discover or learn something.
You won't believe what I found out yesterday.
What happened? What did you find out?
I found out that our favorite restaurant is closing down next month.
No way. I had no idea. How did you find out?
I found out when I was talking to the owner. They've been struggling to stay afloat, and they couldn't renew the lease.
That's such sad news. It was our go-to place. I'm going to miss it.
Me too. But on a brighter note, I also found out about a new Italian restaurant opening in the same neighborhood.
Really? That's great. Where did you find out about it?
I found out from a friend who lives nearby. They said it's going to have an amazing menu.
That's exciting. I'm glad you found out about it. We'll have to check it out when it opens.
Absolutely. I'll keep you updated on the opening date once I find out more details.
Cut across, take a shorter route or shortcut.
Have you ever tried to cut across the park to get to the office faster?
Yeah, a couple of times. It does save some time, but I heard it's not allowed.
Really? I've been doing it for weeks, and no one said anything. It's such a convenient way to cut across the traffic.
I might give it a shot then. I'm always running late, and any opportunity to cut across and save time is worth considering.
Just be discreet about it. There's a little path near the fountain that lets you cut across without being too obvious.
Thanks for the tip. I'll try it tomorrow morning. How much time do you usually cut across by taking that route?
I'd say at least 10 minutes. It's a lifesaver on busy mornings.
Awesome. I'll definitely give it a try. It's about time I found a way to cut across the morning rush.
Trust me, once you start cutting across, you won't want to go back to the regular route. It's a game changer.
Asking for opinions.
Hey, I've been thinking about getting a new hairstyle. What do you think?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, it really depends on what kind of change you're looking for. Do you want something drastically different or just a subtle tweak?
I'm open to both, honestly. I'm just feeling like it's time for a change and wanted your opinion.
Got it. Well, I think you could definitely pull off a shorter cut. It might give you a fresh and more modern look.
Shorter. I've never really gone that route before. But it's worth considering. What about color?
Well, your current color suits you well, but if you're up for it, maybe a few highlights could add some dimension and vibrancy.
Highlights, huh? I've always been a bit hesitant about coloring my hair, but I like the idea of adding some depth to it.
Yeah, highlights can be a fun way to experiment without going too extreme. Plus, they can really enhance your features.
That's true. Thanks for your input. I'll definitely keep all of this in mind when I head to the salon.
Of course. Remember, it's all about what makes you feel confident and comfortable. Your opinion matters the most.
I appreciate your honesty. I guess I just needed a second opinion to help me make up my mind.
Happy to help. Just remember, whatever you decide, you'll rock it.
Thanks for the support. I'm excited to see how this new look turns out.
I have to keep my head above water.
Hey, how's everything going with your new job?
Well, it's been a bit of a struggle, to be honest. I've been trying to keep my head above water with all the new responsibilities.
I can imagine. Starting a new job can be overwhelming. What's been the biggest challenge so far?
The workload is much heavier than I expected. There are constant deadlines, and I feel like I'm drowning in tasks.
Have you tried talking to your manager about it? They might be able to help you prioritize or delegate some tasks.
I did mention it, and they're supportive. But it's just the nature of the job. Everyone else seems to handle it just fine.
You shouldn't compare yourself to others. Everyone has their own learning curve. Just focus on making gradual progress and seek assistance when needed.
You're right. I'll try to keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice. It's just been a challenge trying to find my balance.
I understand. It takes time, but you'll get there. Don't be too hard on yourself. And remember, I'm here to support you through this.
Come in, enter a room or building.
Come in.
Hi, I'm here for the meeting.
Welcome. Please come in and take a seat.
Thank you. Is this the right conference room?
Yes, you've come in the right place. Our team usually meets here for discussions.
Great. I was a bit worried I might not find it. Is everyone here already?
No, not yet. You're one of the first to come in. We're still waiting for a few more attendees.
All right, I'll grab a seat and wait for the others to come in.
Sounds good. Feel free to come in and make yourself comfortable. Would you like some water or coffee while we wait?
Yes, a glass of water would be nice. Thanks.
It's all water under the bridge.
Hey, I wanted to talk about what happened last week.
Oh, that? It's all water under the bridge.
Really? I thought you were pretty upset about it.
Well, I was at the time, but I've had some time to think about it, and it's not worth dwelling on.
I appreciate that. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I know, and I appreciate you saying that. But let's not rehash it. We're good.
Thanks for being so understanding. I was worried it might affect our friendship.
Nah, we've been through too much together. One little hiccup won't change that.
I'm glad to hear that. So, what do you want to do this weekend?
Let's not worry about the past. How about we plan for the future and have a fun weekend together?
Sounds like a plan. It's all water under the bridge.
That's the spirit. Let's make some new memories.
Check in, register at a hotel or airport.
We've arrived at the hotel. Let's check in and drop off our bags before exploring the city.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and check in at the front desk while you grab the bags from the car.
How's the check-in process going? Any issues?
No, it's going smoothly. They just need to see our IDs and a credit card for incidentals.
Perfect. I'll have those ready. Once we're checked in, we can head to our room and rest a bit.
All set. We're officially checked in, and I've got our room key.
Great. Let's head up to our room and unwind for a bit before we start exploring the city.
The flight's in a couple of hours. We should check in as soon as possible to avoid any rush.
You're right. Let's check in at the kiosk, and then we can grab something to eat before the flight.
All checked in. Now, let's find a place to eat before our flight boards.
Agreed. Let's have a nice meal before we head home.
Call up, contact someone by phone.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I
Hey, I need to call up Mark and ask him about the project's status. Have you seen him around?
I think he stepped out for a meeting, but I have his number. I can call him up for you.
That would be great. Please call him up and let him know I'm looking for an update.
Sure thing. I'll call up Mark right now and see if he's available.
Thanks. I just want to make sure we're on track to meet the deadline.
I understand. I'll call him up and let you know what he says.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I called up Mark, and he said he'd be back in the office in about 30 minutes.
Perfect. Please tell him to come to my office as soon as he's back.
I'll let him know as soon as he gets in. Is there anything else you want me to call up or discuss with him?
No, that should cover it for now. Thanks for your help.
Not a problem. I'll keep you posted when Mark comes back.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody...
What time are you getting home today?
Hey there, what time are you getting home today?
Hi. I should be home around 6 p.m., I think. Why do you ask?
Oh, I was thinking of making dinner tonight, and I thought it would be nice if we could have it together.
That sounds lovely. I'll definitely be there by 6 p.m. then. What's on the menu?
I was thinking of trying out a new pasta recipe I found online. How does creamy garlic chicken Alfredo sound?
Wow, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to try it. Do you need any help with preparations?
Thanks. Sure, if you could grab some fresh basil from the grocery store on your way back, that would be a big help.
Consider it done. Anything else?
Nope, that should be it. Thanks for being willing to help out.
No problem at all. Looking forward to dinner and some quality time together.
Me too. See you at 6 p.m. and safe travels back home.
Thanks. See you then.
I have to catch my breath.
Hold on a sec, I need to catch my breath.
Are you okay? You seem out of breath.
Yeah, I just climbed that steep hill, and it's taking a toll on me.
Take your time, no rush. I can imagine that hill is a workout.
Hugh, thanks. It's steeper than it looks. I guess I need to work on my fitness.
Well, at least you're out here being active. That's a good start.
Breathing more steadily, you're right. I've been trying to stay consistent with my exercise, but hills like this really get me.
It's all part of the process. The more you do it, the easier it'll become. Keep pushing yourself and you'll see improvements.
I will. Thanks for the encouragement.
No problem. Want some water?
That would be great, thanks.
Here you go. Hydration helps too.
Much appreciated. Let's continue. I'm feeling better now.
Pull someone's leg, tease or joke with someone.
Hey, did you hear about the new office policy they're rolling out next week?
No, what's the scoop?
Well, it's a real doozy. They're introducing a mandatory, casual Fridays dress code for the entire week. Can you believe it?
Seriously? That's wild. I mean, I don't mind dressing casually, but the entire week. They're really pulling our leg with this one.
I thought the same thing. I was worried they'd make us wear pajamas every day. But then I realized it's just an April Fool's joke, and they announced it a bit early.
Haha, that's a good one. They sure got us with that. I was starting to wonder if I should invest in a new wardrobe.
Yeah, they had me going for a minute there too. But seriously, it's just one day a week, right?
Oh, absolutely. But don't be surprised if you see me in my best PJs on those Fridays.
Haha, sounds like a plan. We can all use a little extra comfort at work.
You're joking.
You won't believe it. I won the lottery yesterday.
You're joking.
Haha, gotcha. I wish. No, it was just a wild dream I had last night.
You really had me going there for a moment. I was about to ask you for a loan.
Sorry to disappoint. But hey, dreams can come true, right?
True, you never know. So, what's the plan for the weekend?
Well, I was thinking of climbing Mount Everest and then swimming the English Channel.
You're joking, right?
Haha, absolutely. I think I'll settle for a movie night and some pizza instead.
Good call. Count me in for the pizza and a movie marathon.
Great. It's a plan then. I promise not to joke about any extreme adventures this time.
Deal. And if you do win the lottery someday, don't forget your dear friend who believed your wild stories.
You got it. You'll be the first to know if I ever strike it rich.
It's a weight off my shoulders.
You look so relaxed today. What's your secret?
Well, I finally finished that big project I've been working on for months. It's such a relief, like a weight off my shoulders.
That's awesome. I remember how stressed you were about it. How does it feel to have it behind you?
It's amazing. I can breathe again, and it's like a huge burden has been lifted. I can focus on other things now.
I can imagine the sense of accomplishment you must be feeling.
Absolutely. I put so much effort into it, and seeing it come together in the end is incredibly satisfying.
What are you planning to do now that it's done?
I'm going to take a little break, catch up on some personal time, and then start thinking about new projects. But for now, I'm enjoying this moment.
You've earned it. It's nice to see you so relaxed and happy.
Thanks. It's a weight off my shoulders, and I'm looking forward to what comes next.
Hopes and desires.
Have you ever thought about what you'd do if you could travel anywhere in the world?
Oh, all the time. I've got this dream of backpacking through Europe and exploring all those historic cities and beautiful landscapes.
That sounds incredible. Do you have a specific route in mind?
I've always wanted to start in Paris, then make my way through Italy, and eventually end up in Greece. The idea of experiencing different cultures and trying new foods is so exciting to me.
It really does sound like an amazing adventure. I've always had this dream of living in a cabin in the mountains for a while, away from the hustle and bustle.
That sounds so serene. Just you and nature, right?
Exactly. Waking up to fresh mountain air, hiking, and spending evenings by a cozy fireplace. It's a simple life that's always appealed to me.
I can totally see the appeal. And what about your career aspirations? Do you have any dreams you're working towards?
I've always wanted to write a novel. It's been a lifelong dream of mine to see my stories in bookstores and have people enjoy them.
That's amazing. You're such a talented writer. I have no doubt you'll achieve that dream.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What about you? Any big career goals?
Well, I've always been fascinated by marine life. My dream job would be to work as a marine biologist, studying and conserving underwater ecosystems.
That's not just a job, it's a noble mission. I'm sure you'd make a huge impact.
I hope so. It's always been a passion of mine, and I'm determined to make it a reality.
Here's to us chasing our dreams and making them come true, no matter where they take us.
Cheers to that. It's what makes life exciting and meaningful.
I have to take the bull by the horns.
You know, I've been avoiding that difficult conversation with my boss for weeks now.
I understand it can be intimidating, but at some point, you have to take the bull by the horns.
I know, it's just that I'm afraid of the potential consequences.
It's natural to be cautious, but if you don't address the issue, it may only get worse.
You're right. I can't keep putting it off. I need to confront it head on.
That's the spirit. Prepare what you want to say. Be respectful and assertive.
I'll do my best. It's just so nerve-wracking.
It's okay to feel nervous, but you'll feel relieved once it's off your chest.
I hope so. I appreciate your support.
You're not alone in this. If you need advice or someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Thanks. I'll schedule that meeting and take the bull by the horns. It's time to face it.
That's the attitude. You've got this.
I have to cut to the chase.
Look, I appreciate your explanations, but we're short on time. I have to cut to the chase.
I understand. What's on your mind?
We've been discussing this project for weeks, but I need a clear answer. Are we going to proceed or not?
I see where you're coming from. I've reviewed everything, and I think it's a viable project. The benefits far outweigh the risks.
That's what I needed to know. Now, about the budget. Can we do it within the allocated funds?
It will be a stretch, but with some adjustments, I believe we can manage the costs.
Good. One more thing. Who's going to lead this project?
I've been in talks with Sarah, and she's the best fit for the job. She's experienced and has a great track record.
All right, that covers the key points. Let's move forward, and I'll sign off on it.
Great, I'll get everything set up. Thanks for cutting to the chase.
No problem. Sometimes we need to be direct to make progress.
Hold back from, refrain from doing something.
Have you submitted your proposal for the new project?
Not yet. I'm hesitating. I want to hold back from presenting it until I've fine-tuned a few details.
What's holding you back? The deadline is approaching, and your input is crucial.
I know, but I'm still uncertain about a couple of aspects. I don't want to rush it and risk overlooking important elements.
I understand the need for perfection, but sometimes you've got to let go of the minor details. Your overall idea is solid, and the team needs to review it.
I guess I'm just cautious. I'll work on it a bit more today and then submit it tomorrow.
That sounds reasonable. Just don't hold back from sharing your progress with the team. We can provide valuable feedback to help you refine those details.
You're right. I shouldn't isolate myself in the process. I'll share the draft with everyone today and gather input.
Good plan! Collaboration is key. Don't hold back from utilizing the team's expertise in shaping the proposal.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll make sure to keep everyone in the loop and move forward with the submission.
I have my work cut out for me.
How's your new job going?
It's good, but I have my work cut out for me, that's for sure.
What's making it so challenging?
Well, the project they assigned me is pretty complex. It involves a lot of data analysis and creating new strategies. Plus, the deadline is tight.
That does sound like a lot to handle. How are you managing it?
I've been putting in extra hours and breaking it down into smaller tasks. I've also been seeking guidance from some colleagues who've been through similar projects.
That's a smart approach. It sounds like you're determined to get the job done.
Absolutely. I know it won't be easy, but I'm up for the challenge. It's an opportunity to prove myself in this new role.
Well, you've always been resourceful and hardworking. I have no doubt you'll succeed.
Thanks. I appreciate your support. I'll keep pushing through. I have my work cut out for me, but I'll get there.
I believe in you. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. We're in this together.
That means a lot. Thanks, friend.
Where did you go in Europe?
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah.
Hi, I couldn't help but notice your luggage tag. It says you just returned from Europe. Where did you go?
Oh, yes. I had an incredible trip to Europe. I visited several countries. It was an adventure.
That sounds amazing. Which countries did you explore?
Well, I started in Spain and visited Barcelona and Madrid. Then I made my way to Italy, exploring Rome, Florence, and Venice. After that, I traveled to France and spent some time in Paris. Lastly, I visited the Netherlands and spent a few days in Amsterdam.
Wow, that's quite the European journey. How was your experience in each country?
Each country had its unique charm. In Spain, I fell in love with the vibrant culture and stunning architecture. Italy was a dream come true, with its rich history and delicious food. Paris was simply magical, and Amsterdam had a relaxed and laid-back atmosphere.
It sounds like you had a well-rounded experience. Did you have any favorite highlights or memorable moments?
Oh, there were so many. Climbing to the top of the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, standing in awe of the Colosseum in Rome, enjoying a romantic gondola ride in Venice, and biking along the canals in Amsterdam were definitely some of the highlights.
I'm glad you had such an incredible trip. Your stories have me itching to plan my own European adventure someday.
I highly recommend it. Europe has so much to offer, and each country has its own unique charm. I'm sure you'll have an amazing time whenever you decide to go.
Thank you for sharing your experiences. It was great talking to you.
You're welcome. It was lovely chatting with you too. Have a fantastic day.
See eye to eye, to agree with someone.
So we've been discussing this project for a while, and I think it's time we make a decision.
I agree. We need to move forward, but I'm not sure we see eye to eye on the best approach.
That's true. I've been thinking about it, and I believe the key is focusing on efficiency.
Efficiency is crucial, but I think we should prioritize creativity and innovation in this case.
I see where you're coming from, and I do appreciate the creative aspects, but I'm concerned about meeting our tight deadlines.
Deadlines are important, no doubt. However, if we don't deliver something unique, it won't matter when we finish.
I suppose that's a valid point. How about we find a way to strike a balance between efficiency and creativity?
That sounds like a reasonable compromise. We should make sure both aspects are well represented in the final plan.
Agreed. Let's work together to ensure we reach a solution where we both see eye to eye.
Perfect. I think we can achieve something great if we combine our strengths and ideas.
Absolutely. I appreciate your perspective, and I believe it will make our project stronger.
I have to find my bearings.
I've been feeling lost lately, like I have to find my bearings.
It's okay to feel that way. Life can be disorienting sometimes. What's been going on?
I've had a lot of changes at work and in my personal life. Everything seems to be shifting, and I'm not sure where I'm headed.
Change can be challenging, but it also presents new opportunities. Have you considered talking to someone about it?
I've thought about it, maybe a career counselor or a therapist. I just need some guidance.
That's a good idea. They can help you navigate this period of uncertainty and discover your path.
I hope so. It's just hard to admit that I'm not sure about what I want or where I'm going.
It's a sign of self-awareness to acknowledge that. It's the first step toward finding your bearings and making the right choices.
Thanks for understanding. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we all go through moments of confusion. You're not alone in this journey, and you'll find your way.
I hope so. It's time for me to rediscover my direction and purpose.
Carry forward, transfer something to a later time or place.
We couldn't cover all the agenda items in the last meeting. What should we do about the pending matters?
Let's carry forward the unresolved topics to the next meeting. We can address them first thing.
Sounds good. I'll make a note to carry forward those items on the agenda. Also, the budget discussion needs more time.
Agreed. We can carry forward the budget discussion to a special session next week. That way, we can give it the attention it deserves.
Perfect. I'll inform the team that we're carrying forward the budget discussion. On another note, the deadline for the project is approaching, but we're behind schedule.
We might need to carry forward some tasks to the next phase. Let's reevaluate the timeline and see which tasks we can realistically carry forward without affecting the overall project.
That makes sense. I'll work on a revised timeline and identify which tasks we can carry forward without compromising quality. Thanks for your input.
No problem. It's essential to manage the workload effectively and, if needed, carry forward tasks strategically to ensure successful project completion.
Barking up the wrong tree, to pursue the wrong course of action or ask the wrong person.
I heard you've been investigating the wrong person in the case.
What? Who told you that?
It doesn't matter. They claim you're barking up the wrong tree.
I don't think so. I've got solid evidence pointing in this direction.
Are you sure about that? They seem pretty confident you're off track.
Well, they're wrong. I've spent a lot of time on this lead.
You might want to reconsider your approach. Sometimes, it's hard to admit when you're barking up the wrong tree.
I appreciate your concern, but I trust my instincts on this one.
I get it, but remember, it's essential to stay open to new information. You don't want to waste time on a dead end.
I'll think about it, but I'm not ready to give up on this lead just yet.
Fair enough. Just don't ignore the possibility that you might be barking up the wrong tree. It happens to the best of us.
Come forward, offer information or help voluntarily.
The project deadline is approaching, and we're falling behind. We need someone to come forward with a plan to speed things up.
I've been working on a strategy that might help. I'll come forward with the details during the team meeting tomorrow.
That's great. We really need everyone to come forward with their ideas to get back on track.
I agree. It's crucial that team members feel comfortable coming forward with their suggestions. It fosters a collaborative environment.
Absolutely. We need to encourage everyone to come forward with any concerns or solutions they might have.
On a different note, I heard there's an opportunity for a leadership role in another department. I'm thinking about coming forward to express my interest.
That's a big step, but if you believe you're ready for it, you should definitely come forward and discuss it with HR or the relevant department.
I appreciate your support. I'll come forward and start the conversation. It's time for a new challenge.
Best of luck. I'm sure your skills and dedication will make you an excellent candidate. Come forward with confidence.
It's all over now.
I can't believe it's all over now.
Yeah, it's hard to wrap my head around. Endings are always bittersweet.
True, but this chapter in my life was a significant one. I'm going to miss it.
Change is never easy, but it often brings new beginnings. What's next for you?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I guess I'll take some time to reflect and figure out my next steps.
That sounds like a good plan. Sometimes, we need a bit of space to see the bigger picture.
It's just that I've grown so attached to this part of my life. Letting go is tough.
I get it. We all have our moments of nostalgia. But remember, the future holds new adventures and possibilities.
You're right. I should focus on what's ahead. It's all over now, but there are more stories to be written.
Absolutely. Your journey is far from finished, and I'm excited to see where it takes you.
Thanks for the encouragement. It means a lot to me.
Anytime. We're in this together, no matter where life leads.
Find out, discover information or the truth.
Hey, have you had a chance to find out who won the contract for the new project?
Not yet. I've been swamped with other tasks, but I'll find out and let you know as soon as I do.
Great! It's been a topic of interest among the team, and finding out the winning bid will give us a clear picture of what's ahead.
I understand the importance. I'll make a few calls and find out from our contacts at the client's company.
Thanks for taking the initiative. Let's find out if we need to make any adjustments to our plans based on the chosen contractor.
Absolutely. Finding out the details will also help us prepare for the kickoff meeting and ensure a smooth transition.
That's a good point. Once we find out, we can start coordinating with the client and the winning team to align our strategies.
I'll get on it right away. We should find out the information soon and keep everyone in the loop.
Thanks for your help. Let's hope we find out the results without any delays.
I'll be back in an hour.
I'll be back in an hour.
Sure thing. Where are you headed?
I have a dentist appointment. Just a routine checkup.
Ah, got it. Don't forget to floss.
I won't. Do you need anything while I'm out?
Nah, I'm good for now. I'll probably just catch up on some reading.
Alright, if you change your mind, just shoot me a text.
Will do. Do you want me to keep an eye on anything in the meantime?
Yes, please water the plants if you can. They're on the kitchen windowsill.
No problem. I'll take care of them. You know, they're my favorite part of the decor.
Thanks, they appreciate your attention. I'll be back before you know it.
Take your time, and good luck at the dentist.
Thanks. See you soon.
What do you feel like doing?
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like.
Hey, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. What do you feel like doing?
You know, I'm up for anything. How about a hike? It's been a while since we hit the trails.
That sounds refreshing. We could go to that nature reserve we talked about last time. Remember the one with the stunning views?
Oh yeah, that place was incredible. Count me in. Should we pack a picnic too?
Absolutely. I'll make some sandwiches, and we can grab some fresh fruit. It'll be a nice break during the hike.
Perfect. And maybe we can find a quiet spot by a stream to enjoy our picnic.
Sounds idyllic. What time should we head out?
How about we start around 10 a.m.? That way, we can beat the midday heat and have plenty of time to explore.
Sounds like a plan. I'll bring my camera too. The scenery there is too beautiful not to capture.
Excellent idea. Let's make it a day filled with adventure and memories.
Agreed. I can't wait for our nature escape.
I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend.
I'm exhausted today.
I'm exhausted today.
Oh no, what happened? Did you get enough sleep last night?
Not really. I had trouble falling asleep, and then I kept waking up.
That's rough. Maybe you should try a warm bath or some herbal tea tonight to help you relax.
Yeah, I'll give that a shot. Plus, I had a hectic day at work, so that didn't help either.
I can imagine. Do you want to talk about it, or would you rather just unwind in peace?
Thanks for asking, but I think I just need some quiet time tonight. Maybe watch a movie or something.
Totally understand. If you change your mind, I'm here to listen.
Thanks, you're a good friend. I promise I'll be back to my energetic self soon.
No rush. Take care of yourself, and if you need anything, just give me a shout.
Will do. Thanks again for being so understanding.
The early bird catches the worm. Being early can lead to success.
Good morning. You're here bright and early.
Yep, I've always believed in that saying. The early bird catches the worm. How about you?
I'm more of a night owl, but today I decided to give it a try. What's the plan for the day?
Well, I've got a lot on my plate at work, so I figured I'd get an early start to tackle everything. Plus, I found I'm more productive in the morning.
That's true. The office is so much quieter in the morning. It's easier to focus.
Exactly. And you get a head start on the day while others are still waking up.
It's just so tough for me to get up early, though. I prefer burning the midnight oil.
Hey, whatever works best for you. We all have our own rhythms. But there's something about a fresh, quiet morning that's really inspiring.
You're right. Maybe I should give it a shot more often. The early bird catches the worm after all.
It doesn't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work for you, at least you've experienced a different part of the day.
True. Thanks for the morning motivation. I'll give it a shot and see how it goes.
Come along with, accompany or join someone.
I'm planning to visit the art gallery this weekend. Want to come along with me?
Sure, I'd love to come along with you. I haven't been to an art gallery in ages.
Great. It'll be fun to have someone come along with me. There's an exhibition on modern art that I've been wanting to see.
Sounds interesting. I'm glad you asked me to come along. By the way, have you heard about the new coworking space downtown?
No, I haven't. Tell me more about it. Maybe we can check it out after the art gallery.
That's a good idea. I've been considering trying it out. It would be nice to have someone come along with me to check it out.
Definitely. I'm always up for exploring new places. It's more enjoyable when you have someone to come along with.
Agreed. I appreciate you inviting me to come along this weekend. Looking forward to the art gallery and checking out the coworking space together.
I have to keep my nose clean.
I heard you're on probation. How's it going?
It's been a challenge, but I'm doing my best to keep my nose clean.
I can only imagine. What's the hardest part?
Well, I have to avoid any trouble, follow all the rules, and stay out of situations that could get me in trouble.
It must feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells.
That's a good way to put it. One slip up, and I could be in serious trouble.
Are you getting the support you need?
I've got a great counselor, and I'm attending support groups. It's helping me stay on track.
That's good to hear. Remember, you're not alone in this.
Thanks, I appreciate that. It's been a wake-up call, but I'm determined to turn things around.
I believe in your ability to make a fresh start. You've got the strength to do it.
It means a lot to hear that from you. I'm taking it one day at a time. And staying focused on the future.
That's the right approach. Just keep working on keeping your nose clean and rebuilding your life.
I will, and I'm grateful for your support along the way.
Bring around, convince or persuade someone to change their opinion or attitude.
I've been trying to pitch the idea of expanding our product line, but the team isn't on board.
Maybe you need to bring around some key stakeholders. Have you talked to them individually?
I have, but they seem resistant to change. How do you suggest I bring them around to the idea?
It might help if you prepare a detailed presentation highlighting the potential benefits and addressing any concerns they might have. Data can be a powerful tool to bring around skeptics.
Good point. I'll work on a comprehensive proposal to bring around the team. What about the budget concerns?
Make sure to include a cost-benefit analysis in your presentation. That should help bring around those who are worried about the financial aspect.
I appreciate the advice. I'm determined to bring them around to see the potential of this expansion.
Just stay persistent and be prepared to address their concerns. Your dedication will eventually bring them around to support the idea.
Thanks for the support. I'll focus on creating a compelling case to bring them around during the next team meeting.
Checking in at the airport.
Excuse me, could you tell me where I can check in for my flight to Paris?
Certainly. The check-in counters for flights to Paris are located just ahead to your left. You'll see the sign indicating the airline.
Thank you. I hope I'm not running late. Is there anything I should know before checking in?
Not to worry, you still have plenty of time. Do you have your passport and e-ticket ready?
Yes, I have them right here.
Perfect. Make sure to have your luggage tagged and weighed. The airline's baggage allowance is 23 kilograms for checked baggage.
Got it. And what about carry-on luggage?
You're allowed one carry-on bag and a personal item. Please ensure they meet the size and weight restrictions. The airline staff will guide you through the process.
Okay, that sounds straightforward. Is there anything else I should be aware of?
Once you complete the check-in process, you'll receive your boarding pass. Keep it safe as you'll need it to board the plane. Additionally, check the departure gate on the information screens and allow enough time for security checks.
Thank you for your assistance. I feel more at ease now.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful journey and enjoy your time in Paris.
Carry on about. Continue talking excessively or complaining about something.
Have you talked to Mark lately? Every time I see him, he carries on about his job non-stop.
Yeah, he tends to carry on about work a lot. I guess it's his way of coping with stress.
I get it, but it's hard to have a conversation when he just carries on about his projects and deadlines without asking about anything else.
True. Maybe next time, gently guide the conversation toward different topics. He might not even realize he's carrying on about work.
Good point. I don't want to sound dismissive, but it would be nice if he could carry on about more varied topics.
You could also share some of your interests and activities to encourage a more balanced conversation. That way, it's not just him carrying on about work all the time.
That's a good idea. I'll try that next time. It's just challenging when someone carries on about one thing without considering the other person's perspective.
Definitely. Let me know how it goes. And if needed, I can talk to him too about diversifying the topics he carries on about.
I have to face the music.
I've been procrastinating for days, but I can't avoid it any longer. I have to face the music.
What's been going on? You seem pretty stressed.
I've got this huge presentation due tomorrow, and I haven't even started. I'm in deep trouble.
Yikes, that's a tough spot to be in. How come you left it so late?
I know, it was a mix of work piling up and me putting it off. I just kept hoping I'd have more time.
Well, there's no use dwelling on it. Time to buckle down and prepare as best as you can.
You're right, I'll have to pull an all-nighter if needed.
I can help you with some research or proofreading if that would ease the load.
Thanks, I appreciate the offer. Let's get to it, and I'll face the music head-on.
That's the spirit. You've got this. Remember, it's not the end of the world, just a tough lesson in time management.
Yeah, but I won't be making this mistake again. Thanks for your support.
I have to think on my feet.
Hey, I heard the meeting got moved up to today. Are you prepared?
Not at all. It was supposed to be next week. I've got to think on my feet.
Yikes. What's your plan?
I'll review the key points and make some quick notes. I'll have to wing it.
Well, you've always been great at improvising.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but I'd rather have more time to prepare.
I can imagine. But sometimes, thinking on your feet leads to the best solutions.
True. It's an opportunity to showcase adaptability.
And your experience can help. You've got a solid foundation to build on.
I appreciate the support. Let's hope it goes well.
Just stay composed, stay focused, and trust your instincts.
I'll give it my best shot. Thanks for the pep talk.
You've got this. Remember, thinking on your feet can be a strength, not a weakness.
You're right. I'll make it work.
I have to turn over a new leaf.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about my lifestyle, and I've decided I have to turn over a new leaf.
That's a big decision. What's brought this on?
I've been feeling stuck and unsatisfied with the way I've been living. It's time for a change.
It takes courage to admit that and make a commitment to change. What are your plans?
I want to start by prioritizing my health, exercise more, eat better, and get enough rest.
That's a good start. Self-care is important. What else?
I also want to be more responsible with my finances and work on my relationships. I've been neglecting those aspects of my life.
It sounds like you've done some soul searching. I admire your determination.
Thanks. It won't be easy, but I'm committed to turning over a new leaf and being a better version of myself.
I'm here to support you every step of the way. Change can be challenging, but it's often for the best.
I appreciate that. It's time for a fresh start, and I'm ready for it.
Jealousy.
You never listen to me, Sarah. I can't believe we're having this same argument again.
What are you talking about? I listen to you all the time.
No, you don't. Every time I try to talk to you about something important, you're always on your phone or distracted with something else.
I'm sorry, okay. It's just that I have so much going on with work and the kids. I didn't realize it bothered you that much.
Husband, it's not just about being bothered. It feels like you don't value what I have to say. I want to feel heard and understood in this relationship.
I understand now, and I'll try to be more present. But please understand that it's not intentional. Let's find a way to communicate better, maybe set aside specific times to talk, without any distractions.
That sounds like a good start. I just want us to reconnect and feel like we're really listening to each other. Can we work on that together?
Yes, we can. I love you, and I want us to have a better understanding. Let's make a conscious effort to improve our listening skills and strengthen our communication.
Would you mind helping me quickly?
Hey, do you have a moment? Would you mind helping me quickly?
Of course. What do you need help with?
I'm trying to move this heavy box to the other side of the room, and it's a two-person job.
No problem. I can lend a hand. Where is it?
It's right over there by the bookshelf. Thanks so much for helping out.
Not a problem at all. Teamwork makes it easier. Let's grab it together.
Perfect. That's exactly where I needed it. Thanks a bunch for your help.
You're welcome. Happy to assist. Is there anything else you need?
Actually, yes. If you could help me rearrange the furniture a bit, that would be fantastic.
Sure thing. Let's get this room sorted out.
Thanks a million for your help. The room looks so much better now.
Anytime. It was nice catching up while getting things done.
Definitely, and I owe you one. Thanks again.
No need to mention it. Glad I could help.
Buying plane ticket.
Hi, I'm looking to purchase a plane ticket to New York City. Can you help me with that?
Absolutely. I can assist you with booking a ticket to New York City. When do you plan on traveling?
I'm planning to fly out next month around the 15th.
Great. And will this be a one-way ticket or a round trip?
I need a round-trip ticket, please.
Okay. Let me check the available options for you. Are you flexible with the dates? Or do you have specific return dates in mind?
I have some flexibility, but ideally, I'd like to return around the 22nd or 23rd.
Noted. I'm checking the flights for you. Would you prefer a morning, afternoon, or evening departure?
I would prefer a morning departure if possible.
I have found a few options that match your preferences. The prices range from $400 to $600 depending on the airline and specific flights. Are you interested in any particular airline?
I don't have a preference for the airline. I'm more focused on the timing and price.
Understood. Based on your preferences, I recommend Flight XYZ departing on the 15th at 9 o'clock a.m. and returning on the 23rd at 11 o'clock a.m. The total cost would be $520. Would you like to proceed with this booking?
That sounds perfect. Yes, please go ahead and book it for me.
All right. I'll need your personal information and payment details. Let's get started with the booking process.
The last straw, the final, intolerable incident that leads to a decision or action.
I can't believe what happened at the meeting today. It was just the last straw for me.
Oh no, what went wrong?
Well, you know that ongoing project we've been working on? They changed the entire direction without any notice, and I've had enough of it.
That does sound frustrating. But is it really the last straw?
It's not just that. It's been piling up for months. First, the unrealistic deadlines, then the constant micromanagement, and now this abrupt change. I can't take it anymore.
I get it. It's tough when you feel like your concerns aren't being heard.
Exactly. I've been patient, but today's meeting was the final straw. I need to talk to the higher UPS about this.
Sometimes, that's what it takes to bring about change. I support your decision.
Thanks. I've reached my limit, and I can't just sit back anymore. It's time to address these issues head on.
I'm here for you, and I hope this will lead to a positive resolution. Sometimes, the last straw is the one that breaks the camel's back and sparks change for the better.
Brush up on, review or improve your knowledge or skills in a particular area.
I've been assigned to lead the upcoming project, and I feel a bit rusty on some of the technical aspects. Any advice?
No worries. Why don't you brush up on your skills before the project kicks off? It'll boost your confidence.
That's a good idea. Any specific resources you recommend to brush up on these technical details?
There's a new online course that covers the latest advancements in the field. It's a great way to brush up on your knowledge and get up to speed quickly.
Thanks for the suggestion. I'll definitely check it out. Anything else I should brush up on?
Consider brushing up on your project management skills. There are some new methodologies that might be useful for this project.
Solid advice. I'll brush up on both technical aspects and project management skills to ensure a smooth execution. Anything else on your mind?
Don't forget to brush up on the latest industry trends. It's essential to stay ahead and incorporate any innovations into your project.
Absolutely. I appreciate your guidance. I'll make sure to brush up on all these aspects before diving into the project.
It's not for the faint of heart.
I heard you're considering that new job in the disaster relief field. I hear it's intense.
Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. The work is incredibly challenging, and the conditions can be harsh.
What motivates you to pursue a career like that?
It's the desire to make a difference and help those in need. I've always felt a strong calling for this kind of work.
I admire your dedication, but doesn't it take an emotional toll?
It can be emotionally draining, no doubt. But the sense of purpose and the knowledge that I'm providing aid to people in crisis keeps me going.
You must encounter some harrowing situations. How do you cope?
Support from my team and coping mechanisms are crucial. We're like a family out there, and we lean on each other.
Well, I have to say, your strength and resilience are truly inspiring.
Thank you, but it's not just me. Many people do this kind of work, and they're the unsung heroes. It's all about making the world a little better, one step at a time.
I have a lot of respect for what you do. It's definitely not for the faint of heart.
I appreciate your kind words. It's a challenging path, but it's worth it when you see the positive impact it has on people's lives.
I have to stand my ground.
I've been having some issues with my neighbor. They keep encroaching on my property.
That's frustrating. Have you talked to them about it?
I tried, but they're not listening. I think I have to stand my ground and be firm about it. Sometimes that's the only way to get your point across. You have every right to protect your property.
I don't want to be confrontational, but it's important to set boundaries. They can't keep taking advantage of the situation.
You're absolutely right. It's your property, and you shouldn't have to tolerate encroachment. It might be time to involve a mediator or legal advice if necessary.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but I'll do what it takes to protect my rights.
Just remember, standing your ground doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. You can be assertive and still maintain a respectful approach.
Thanks for the advice. I'll try to handle it with tact and firmness. It's time to put an end to this issue.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll find a solution that works for both parties.
I have to get a grip.
I've been so overwhelmed lately. I feel like I have to get a grip.
I can see you're going through a tough time. What's been bothering you?
It's work, family, everything. I'm juggling so much, and it's starting to slip through my fingers.
It happens to the best of us. Maybe it's time to take a step back and prioritize.
You're right. I've been spread too thin. I need to refocus on what really matters.
That's a good place to start. Sometimes, regaining control is about simplifying and focusing on what's essential.
I've also been neglecting my own well-being. I need to take better care of myself.
Self-care is crucial. You can't pour from an empty cup. Remember to prioritize your mental and physical health.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate your support.
Of course, we all go through challenging times. It's essential to reach out for help and regain control when things feel chaotic.
I'll take your advice to heart. I need to get a grip on my life and start making positive changes.
You've got this, and you don't have to do it alone. We're here for you.
Go overboard, do something excessively or extravagantly.
I saw the decorations you ordered for the office party. Do you think you might have gone a bit overboard?
Really? You think so? I just wanted to create a festive atmosphere.
Well, it looks great, but I'm worried we might be spending too much on this event. Did you check the budget?
I did, but I may have gone overboard with the decorations. I got carried away with the theme.
It's important to stay within budget. We don't want to overspend on things that aren't necessary.
You're right. I got a bit carried away with the whole planning process. I'll review the expenses and see if we can cut back on some things.
That sounds like a good idea. We want the party to be enjoyable, but it's crucial to be mindful of our financial constraints.
I appreciate your concern. I'll go over the budget again and make sure we're not going to overboard. We want to have a great party without breaking the bank.
Exactly. Let's make sure it's a memorable event without compromising our financial responsibility.
Balancing work and family.
Ice in my veins. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the...
Honey, I've been thinking about our current situation, and I feel like we need to have a serious conversation about balancing work and family. Lately, it seems like we're both overwhelmed and struggling to find time for each other and the kids.
I completely agree. It's been so difficult trying to juggle my job and taking care of the kids. I feel like I'm constantly torn between work responsibilities and spending quality time with our family.
I know we both have demanding careers, but I think we need to reevaluate our priorities. Maybe we can look into flexible work options or discuss with our employers about a better work-life balance. Our children need us, and we need to be present for them.
You're right. We need to make our family a priority. I'll speak with my boss about a more flexible schedule, and maybe we can explore childcare options that will allow us to spend more quality time together.
That sounds like a good plan. Let's also set aside specific family time each week, where we can disconnect from work and focus solely on our family. We need to make sure we're nurturing our relationship and being there for our kids.
Agreed. It won't be easy, but I believe we can find a better balance. Our family deserves it, and so do we. Let's make a commitment to prioritize our family life and support each other in finding that balance.
I love you, and I'm glad we're on the same page. Together, we can make the necessary changes and create a happier, more fulfilling family life.
It's not what it seems.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day.
I heard you finally got that dream job. Congrats!
Thanks, but honestly, it's not what it seems.
What do you mean? I thought you were really excited about it.
Well, I was. But I've come to realize that the work environment here is quite different from what they portrayed in the interviews.
Oh, that's disappointing. Can you elaborate on what's not as expected?
The job description was all about creativity and innovation. But in reality, there's a lot of bureaucracy and limitations on what we can actually do.
That's frustrating. Have you talked to your supervisor or HR about it?
I haven't yet, but I plan to. I don't want to jump to conclusions too quickly, but it's clear things aren't what they seemed.
I hope it gets better for you. Sometimes, it takes a little time to adjust, and maybe they're open to feedback.
I appreciate your support. I'll give it some time and see how things develop. But yeah, it's not the dream job I imagined.
I'm here for you, whatever you decide to do. Just remember to keep your options open and prioritize your happiness.
Bring along, take someone or something with you.
Hey, I'm going to the conference next week. Interested in coming along?
Oh, I didn't know about that. Sure, I'd love to join. Can I bring along my colleague? She's interested in the topic too.
Of course. The more, the merrier. Feel free to bring along anyone who might find it valuable.
Great, thanks. By the way, do you mind if I bring along some marketing materials for our latest project? It could be a good networking opportunity.
Not at all. It's a fantastic idea. Bringing along promotional materials will help showcase our work to a wider audience.
Awesome. I appreciate you letting me bring along the materials. Should we coordinate travel plans?
Definitely. Let's bring along some time to discuss logistics and make sure we're on the same page.
Sounds like a plan. I'm looking forward to bringing along our team presence at the conference.
It'll be a great opportunity for networking and learning. Glad you're bringing along your colleague and project materials.
Hold on to something or someone tightly.
Did you find your phone? I remember you were looking for it earlier.
Yeah, I finally located it. It was in my bag all along. I need to remember to hang on to it more carefully.
It happens to the best of us. I always double-check my pockets now after that one time I lost my keys.
Good advice. I should do the same. By the way, have you decided whether to sell your old car or hang on to it?
I'm still debating. It's got sentimental value, but I don't really use it much. Thinking of selling, but part of me wants to hang on to it.
Sentimental value can be powerful. It's tough letting go of things with memories attached.
Exactly. I have a lot of memories in that car, but practicality says it might be time to move on.
It's a dilemma, for sure. Sometimes it's hard to decide whether to let go or hang on to things, especially when there's an emotional connection.
I'll weigh the options and decide soon. It's always a balance between practicality and sentiment.
Drop off, deliver, or fall asleep.
Hey, did you ever get a chance to drop off those books at the library?
Yeah, I dropped them off yesterday. They were overdue, and I didn't want to incur any more late fees.
Thanks for doing that. I've been so busy lately, I didn't have time to swing by the library.
No problem at all. While I was there, I also dropped off the old magazines we had lying around.
That's great. I've been meaning to declutter, and it's good to know they'll be put to good use.
Speaking of decluttering, I've decided to drop off some old clothes at the donation center this weekend.
That's a thoughtful idea. I have a bunch of clothes I've outgrown, and I should drop off some too.
It's always nice to clear out the closet and help others at the same time.
You're right. Let's make a plan to drop off our donations together. It'll be more fun that way.
Anxiety.
Hey, are you okay? You seem a bit off today.
I'm just feeling really anxious lately. There's so much going on, and I can't shake this feeling of unease.
I'm sorry to hear that. Is there something specific that's triggering your anxiety?
It's a combination of work stress, personal worries, and just the constant pressure to keep up with everything. It's overwhelming.
I can understand how that can pile up. Have you tried any techniques to manage your anxiety?
I've been doing some deep breathing exercises, but they only help temporarily. It's like my mind keeps racing.
Maybe you should consider talking to a professional about it. A therapist or counselor could provide you with tools to manage your anxiety more effectively.
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure. What if they don't understand or think I'm just overreacting?
It's a common concern, but remember, mental health professionals are trained to help people with various levels of anxiety. They won't judge you and can provide valuable insights.
You're right. I guess I should give it a try. It's just hard to admit that I need help.
It takes courage to seek help, and it's a positive step towards taking care of yourself. And you're not alone. Many people go through this and come out stronger on the other side.
Thank you for understanding and offering support. It means a lot.
Of course, I'm here for you. And remember, reaching out for help is a sign of strength, not weakness.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks again for being there for me.
Giving opinions.
Have you seen the new superhero movie that just came out? I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah, I watched it over the weekend. Honestly, I thought it was pretty good, but it had a few flaws.
Oh, really? What kind of flaws are we talking about?
Well, the action scenes were amazing and the special effects were top-notch. But the plot felt a bit predictable, like I could see where it was going.
I see. So, would you still recommend watching it?
Definitely. If you're a fan of superhero movies, and you're looking for some great visuals, it's worth a watch. Just don't expect a groundbreaking story.
That makes sense. I appreciate your honest opinion. Sometimes, I'm in the mood for mindless action, but other times, I want a more engaging plot.
I totally get that. And if you're into mindless action, this movie delivers on that front. It's just that the story doesn't quite match up to the spectacle.
Thanks for giving me the lowdown. I think I'll check it out when I'm in the mood for some action-packed entertainment.
No problem. Just manage your expectations, and you'll probably enjoy it for what it is.
Will do. Thanks again for sharing your thoughts on it. It helps me decide whether to go see it or not.
Anytime. I'm always here to give you my 2 cents. Enjoy the movie if you end up watching it.
Bring about, cause or make something happen.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
Have you heard about the new environmental regulations coming into effect next year?
Yes, I have. They're designed to bring about a significant reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, right?
Exactly. The goal is to bring about a cleaner and more sustainable environment. It's a positive step.
I agree. It's essential to bring about change in our approach to the environment.
And the government is offering incentives to businesses that implement eco-friendly practices to bring about compliance.
That's a smart way to bring about industry-wide change. Financial incentives can be a strong motivator.
It's not only about reducing emissions, but also about bringing about a shift towards renewable energy sources.
That's crucial. To bring about a greener future, we need to transition to cleaner energy.
I think these regulations will bring about a more sustainable and responsible way of living and doing business.
I hope so. It's high time we bring about these changes for the well-being of our planet and future generations.
Agreed. It's a responsibility to bring about a positive impact.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. 'Cause everybody...
It's all or nothing.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I...
The final round of interviews for that job is coming up. I'm so nervous.
You've got this. Remember, it's all or nothing. Just give it your all.
I've been preparing like crazy, but the competition is fierce.
That's true, but don't let that intimidate you. You have unique skills and experience to offer.
I appreciate your confidence in me. It's just that so much is riding on this.
I understand the pressure, but sometimes it takes that all or nothing mindset to bring out your best.
You're right. I've worked so hard for this opportunity, and I can't hold back now.
That's the spirit. Show them what you're made of, and let your passion shine through.
I won't leave any stone unturned. It's all or nothing, and I'm ready to give it my absolute best.
I have no doubt you'll do great. Just stay focused and confident.
Thanks for the pep talk. I needed that reminder. This is my moment to shine, and I won't let it slip through my fingers.
Go in there with that attitude, and you'll do amazing. I'll be rooting for you.
Arrival.
Finally, we've arrived. I can't wait to explore this new city.
I know, right? It's always exciting to step foot in a new place. Let's make our way to the immigration area to get our passports stamped.
Sounds good. I hope the lines aren't too long.
Hopefully not. Oh, and don't forget to fill out the arrival card they gave us on the plane. We'll need that for immigration.
Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. Here it is, all filled out.
Great job. Now, let's head to the baggage claim area to collect our luggage. I hope it arrives quickly.
Me too. I can't wait to freshen up and start exploring.
Once we have our bags, we'll need to pass through customs. Just follow the green, nothing to declare, lane unless we have something to declare.
Understood. I didn't buy anything extravagant, so I think we're good.
Perfect. Let's keep an eye out for our suitcases on the conveyor belt.
There they are. Our bags are coming. Let's grab them and head to the exit.
All right, let's go. Welcome to AB City. Get ready for an amazing adventure.
It's a mixed bag.
How was your day at the conference?
It's been a mixed bag, to be honest.
Oh, what happened?
Well, the morning sessions were incredibly informative. I learned a lot and connected with some interesting people.
That sounds great. What about the afternoon?
The afternoon, not so much. There was a technical glitch during the keynote, and my presentation got rescheduled.
That's frustrating. But at least you had a good start to the day.
Yeah, and the networking event in the evening was a hit. I made some valuable contacts, which I'm excited about.
So, it really was a mixed bag, with ups and downs.
Exactly. Life's like that sometimes, isn't it?
It sure is. The important thing is that you made the most of it, and found some silver linings.
You're right. I'll focus on the positives, and learn from the hiccups.
That's the spirit. It's a mixed bag, but you're handling it like a pro.
A watched pot never boils. Time seems to pass slowly when you're waiting for something.
I can't believe how long it's taking for the water to boil. It feels like forever.
Well, you know what they say, a watched pot never boils.
True, but I'm so hungry, and I need that pasta to cook.
I get it, impatience can make time feel even slower. Maybe you should step away and do something else for a bit.
I guess you're right. It's just hard not to keep staring at it.
I know the feeling, but you might be surprised how quickly it'll start boiling once you shift your attention.
All right, I'll go read a book or something. I just hope it doesn't boil over while I'm gone.
Haha, it should be fine. And don't worry, that rarely happens.
Thanks for the advice. I'll give it a shot. Maybe you're right, and I'll come back to a rolling boil.
I hope so. But remember, even if it doesn't, a watched pot never boils, so you'll have to practice some patience.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for keeping me company while I wait.
Count on, rely on someone or something.
Hey, I heard you're moving this weekend. Need any help?
Yeah, it's going to be a hectic day. Can I count on you to lend a hand?
Absolutely. You can count on me. What time should I be there?
Thanks a lot. I'm thinking around 9 in the morning. I have a lot of boxes to pack.
No problem. You can count on me to be there right on time. Just let me know if there's anything specific you need help with.
Great. I really appreciate it. I know I can count on you to make this move a bit smoother.
Of course, anytime. You can always count on me for help, especially when it comes to friends.
Thanks again. I'm so glad I can count on you. Moving can be such a hassle.
Don't worry about it. We'll get it done together. Just count on me to be there when you need assistance.
It's an open book.
You know, I've been keeping things to myself for a while, but I think it's time to talk. It's an open book.
I'm glad you feel that way. I'm here to listen. What's on your mind?
It's about my past, some mistakes I've made. I've been carrying this guilt, and I need to share it.
I appreciate your honesty. We all make mistakes. That's part of life. What happened?
I hurt someone close to me with my thoughtless actions. I've regretted it ever since, and it's been eating at me.
It takes a lot to admit that. Have you tried apologizing or making amends?
Yes, I've reached out, but the damage was done, and they're not ready to forgive. I understand.
At least you tried. Sometimes all we can do is learn from our mistakes and grow as a person.
I hope so. I just wanted to clear the air and let you know how I've been feeling.
I appreciate your honesty. It's never easy to open up. But it's the first step toward healing and moving forward.
Thank you for understanding. It means a lot to me.
You're welcome. I'm here for you, and we'll navigate this together.
It's not a laughing matter.
Did you hear what happened to Mark? He lost his job and his car broke down on the same day.
That's terrible. I feel sorry for him, but I have to say, it's quite an unfortunate coincidence.
I know, but the way he tells it, it's almost comical. He was laughing about it.
Well, maybe he's using humor to cope with the stress.
I guess so, but it's not a laughing matter.
True, those are serious problems. Losing a job and having car trouble can be really challenging.
Exactly. I mean, I admire his ability to find humor in tough situations, but it's not something to take lightly.
People have different ways of handling adversity. Some use humor as a defense mechanism.
You're right. I should be more understanding.
It's okay to acknowledge that it's a difficult situation, even if he's trying to see the lighter side of it.
I'll check in on him and offer support. Maybe he needs that more than anything right now.
That's a great idea. He'll appreciate your concern during these tough times.
Do over, redo or repeat a task.
Ugh, I can't believe I made so many mistakes on this report. I need to do it over.
Don't worry, we all make errors. Just take a deep breath and start fresh.
Yeah, you're right. I'll do over the sections that need corrections and make it perfect this time.
That's the spirit. Sometimes, doing it over makes the final result even better.
Okay, I'm done with the revisions. The report is much improved after doing it over.
I'm glad to hear that. Your dedication to doing it over paid off.
Thanks for your support and encouragement. I needed that motivation to do it over and not get discouraged.
Of course, we all have moments where we need to do something over, and it's all part of the learning process.
You're right, and I've learned a lot from this experience. I'll be more careful next time.
That's the spirit. Just remember, it's okay to do something over if it leads to improvement and growth.
Absolutely. I won't shy away from doing it over when necessary. Thanks for your understanding.
Making an appointment.
Hi, I'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Smith. I've been having some persistent headaches.
Of course, I'd be happy to assist you. Can you please provide me with your full name and date of birth?
Sure, my name is Sarah Johnson, and my date of birth is April 15, 1985.
Thank you, Sarah. We have a few available slots next week. Would Tuesday or Thursday work better for you?
Tuesday would be great. Do you have anything in the afternoon?
Yes, we have a 2:30 p.m. slot available on Tuesday. Does that work for you?
That sounds perfect. Please go ahead and schedule me for that time.
Got it. You're all set for a Tuesday appointment at 2:30 p.m. with Dr. Smith. Just a reminder, please arrive a little early to complete any necessary paperwork.
Will do. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome, Sarah. If you have any questions before your appointment, feel free to give us a call.
I will. Thanks again, and have a great day.
You too, take care.
Be right back.
Hey, do you mind watching my stuff for a sec? Be right back.
Of course, go ahead. Take your time.
Thanks, I won't be long.
Welcome back. Everything okay?
Yeah, just had to grab my jacket. Thanks for keeping an eye on my things.
No problem at all. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
I was thinking we could grab some coffee and chat for a bit.
Sounds good to me. Any particular place you had in mind?
There's a cute cafe just around the corner. Great coffee and a cozy atmosphere.
Perfect. The first up for that. Lead the way.
Should we grab a bite to eat?
Hey, it's been a long day. Should we grab a bite to eat?
Absolutely. I was just thinking the same thing. Any cuisine in mind?
How about Italian? I heard there's a new place that opened downtown.
Italian sounds fantastic. I've been craving some good pasta. What's the name of the place?
It's called Bella Cucina. I've heard great reviews about their homemade pasta dishes.
Perfect. I'm in the mood for some comfort food. What time should we head over?
Well, I need to finish up a few things at the office. How about we meet there at 7:30?
Sounds good. Gives me some time to unwind at home.
Great. I'll make a reservation for 2.
Awesome, thanks. Oh, and don't forget to check if they have any gluten-free options, just in case.
Will do. Looking forward to it.
Me too. It's been a while since we had a nice dinner out.
See you at 7:30 then.
See you there.
Read between the lines to understand a deeper or hidden meaning in what is said or written.
You know, I've been thinking about our last conversation, and I have to say, I found it really interesting.
Oh, did you? It was just a casual chat, really.
Well, that's the thing. I've known you for a while, and I couldn't help but feel that there might be more to it. I mean, when you mentioned your future plans, it got me wondering.
Future plans? Not much to say, just the usual, you know.
Right. But when you said, we'll see where life takes me, I couldn't help but feel like you might be keeping something under wraps.
You're reading too much into it. Sometimes, a vague answer is just that.
Fair enough. I just thought, perhaps, there was more to the story.
Well, if there were, you'd be the first to know. You've always been good at reading between the lines.
Thanks for saying that. I value our friendship, and I'm here if you ever want to talk about anything.
I appreciate that, really. It's just, some things are not easy to put into words.
It's just what the doctor ordered.
You seem so relaxed today. What's your secret?
I took a long weekend to go to the mountains. It's just what the doctor ordered.
That sounds amazing. I wish I could do that.
You should. It's incredible how a change of scenery can work wonders.
I've been feeling so burnt out lately, and I can't seem to unwind.
Trust me, I know the feeling. That's exactly why I planned this getaway.
But with work and all, it's not that simple.
I get it. Responsibilities can be overwhelming. However, sometimes you need to prioritize self-care.
You're right. I need to take a break and recharge, just like you did.
Absolutely. It's important for your mental and physical health. Do something that makes you happy.
I'll start planning a mini getaway soon. It's just what the doctor ordered.
Good for you. And if you need any tips or recommendations, just let me know.
Thanks, that means a lot.
How's your workday looking?
Hey, how's your workday looking?
Oh, it's shaping up to be a busy one, as usual. I've got a couple of meetings in the morning and a bunch of emails to catch up on.
Tell me about it. The inbox seems never ending, right? Any exciting projects on your plate today?
Not particularly exciting, but definitely important. I need to wrap up that quarterly report, and there's a project proposal I need to review before our team meeting this afternoon.
Sounds like you have your hands full. Do you have a strategy for tackling everything?
I'm trying to stay organized with a to-do list and prioritize tasks. Hopefully, I can power through it all by lunchtime.
Good plan. You know, they say a well-organized day is a successful one. On a different note, got any fun plans for the weekend to look forward to?
Actually, yes. I'm meeting up with some friends for a hike on Saturday, and then Sunday is all about relaxation and Netflix. How about you?
That hike sounds like a blast. I'm planning to visit the farmer's market on Sunday and maybe try out a new recipe. Enjoy your weekend and hopefully, you get to unwind after this workday.
Thanks. You too. Let's catch up soon for coffee or something.
Give in, yield or surrender to a demand or temptation.
I've been trying to stick to my diet, but it's so hard with all these delicious snacks around.
I get it. It's tough to resist temptation. You shouldn't give in, though. You've come so far with your healthy eating.
I know, but last night, I gave in to that chocolate cake. It was just too tempting.
Well, don't be too hard on yourself. We all give in to cravings once in a while. The key is not to let it become a habit.
You're right. I need to get back on track and not let one slip up discourage me.
Exactly. Giving in occasionally is normal, but it's important not to give up on your goals.
Thanks for the encouragement. I won't let one piece of cake ruin my progress.
That's the spirit. Remember, it's about making consistent, healthy choices in the long run, not about never giving in to treats.
I appreciate your support. I'll keep pushing forward and not give in to temptation next time.
You've got this. Keep up the good work.
Can I help you with anything?
Hey, how's it going? Can I help you with anything?
Oh, hey. Thanks for asking. I'm actually looking for a book I heard about, but I'm not sure where to find it in this bookstore.
No problem at all. What's the title or author's name? I might be able to point you in the right direction.
It's called The Silent Observer by Sarah Collins.
I think I know where that is. Follow me. It should be in the fiction section toward the back.
Thanks a lot for helping me find it. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you're looking for?
Actually, yes. I'm also interested in some classic literature. Do you have any recommendations?
Absolutely. Have you read Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen or To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee?
I've heard of those but haven't read them. I'll check them out. Thanks for the suggestions.
My pleasure. Enjoy your reading, and if you need any more help, feel free to ask.
Will do. Thanks again for your assistance.
No problem at all. Happy reading!
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't anticipate success before it's certain.
I'm so excited about the upcoming job interview. I can already imagine how great it would be to work there.
That's fantastic to hear, but just remember, don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's essential to stay grounded until you get that job offer.
You're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can't help but think about the possibilities, though.
It's natural to be enthusiastic, but it's important not to set yourself up for disappointment if things don't go as planned.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll continue preparing and remain hopeful, but I won't assume anything until I have that offer in hand.
That's a good attitude. The interview is just one step in the process, and there can be many factors at play.
I appreciate your advice. I'll focus on doing my best during the interview and not let my expectations get the best of me.
That's the spirit. And remember, whether you get this job or not, you have the skills and determination to succeed in your career.
Thanks for the support and the reminder not to count my chickens before they hatch. I needed that perspective.
It's a shot in the dark.
I heard you're thinking about investing in that startup. Is it a sure thing?
Well, it's a bit of a shot in the dark, to be honest. The company's new, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the market.
That sounds risky. What made you consider it?
The potential for high returns is appealing. Plus, I believe in the founder's vision and the product they're developing.
It's admirable to support innovation, but a shot in the dark can be a gamble. Have you done your due diligence?
Absolutely. I've researched the industry, their competitors, and their financials. It's not a decision I'm taking lightly.
Well, I hope it works out for you. Sometimes, those shots in the dark lead to remarkable opportunities.
Thank you. I'm aware of the risks, but I also know that without taking some chances, we might miss out on great possibilities.
True. Best of luck, and I hope it turns out to be a well-aimed shot in the dark.
Thanks. I appreciate your support. Let's see where it leads.
It's not my cup of tea.
Hey, I heard there's a new art exhibition in town. Wanna check it out this weekend?
Oh, art exhibitions, huh? Well, it's not really my cup of tea.
Really? I thought you might enjoy it. It's supposed to be quite unique and thought-provoking.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But I've never really been into art. I never quite get what it's all about.
That's fair. It's not for everyone. But this one's different. They say it's interactive and engaging. You might find it interesting.
I appreciate the suggestion, but I think I'll pass this time. I'd rather do something I'm more into, like maybe catch a movie or go for a hike.
No problem at all. Let's definitely plan something that suits your taste then. How about that new action movie at the theater on Sunday?
Sounds great, count me in for that. Thanks for understanding.
Awesome, it's a date then. We'll save the art for another time.
What are you up to?
Hey there, long time no see. What are you up to?
Oh, hey. Not much, just running errands and trying to stay productive. How about you?
I've been keeping busy with work and some personal projects. Speaking of which, I've been meaning to ask you for some advice.
Of course, I'm all ears. What's on your mind?
Well, I'm thinking of starting my own small business, and I remember you had some experience with that. Any tips for a newbie like me?
That's exciting. Sure, I'd be happy to share what I've learned. First, you need a solid business plan and a clear understanding of your target audience. Then, focus on marketing and building an online presence.
Thanks, that's a good starting point. I'll definitely do some research and planning. By the way, are you still pursuing your passion project?
Yes, I am. It's been a bit challenging juggling it with my day job, but I'm making progress. It's all about finding the right balance, you know.
Absolutely, balance is key. Well, it's been great catching up and getting some advice. Let's grab a coffee soon and continue this conversation.
Sounds like a plan. I'd love to catch up more. Have a great day, and good luck with your business venture.
Thanks, you too.
Go along with, agree with or support a decision or idea.
Hey, I was thinking about suggesting a new project management system for the team. What do you think?
Interesting. What exactly are you proposing?
Well, I believe we should go along with adopting a more collaborative platform. It could streamline our communication and project tracking.
I see your point, but we've been using the current system for a while now. Is it worth the effort to make a change?
Absolutely. I've done some research, and the benefits of the new system far outweigh the initial adjustments. Plus, many other teams have successfully implemented it.
I'm not completely convinced, but if you can show that it will enhance our efficiency, I might go along with it.
Great. I'll put together a brief presentation to illustrate how it can improve our workflow. Let's discuss it further in the next team meeting.
Okay, sounds good. I'm willing to consider it if the benefits are clear.
I have my hands full.
Hey, could you help me carry these boxes to the car? I have my hands full.
Of course, no problem. You seem to be packing quite a lot. Anything I should be careful with?
Just be a bit gentle with the one on top. It's fragile. Thanks for lending a hand.
Not a problem at all. Happy to help. Is this everything, or do you need another trip?
This should be the last of it. Just these boxes and the bag by the door.
Got it. And where are you taking all of this?
I'm donating most of it to the local shelter, and the rest is for recycling. Trying to declutter and do some good at the same time.
That's really thoughtful of you. Well, let's get this loaded up. Anything else you need before we head out?
Nope, I think that's it. Thanks again for your help. I couldn't have managed without you.
You're welcome. Always here to assist a friend in need. Let's get these boxes to your car.
Meeting an old friend.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
No, it's not. Please go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Do you remember me?
Oh my goodness, it's you. How could I forget? We were good friends in college. It's been years.
Yes, it's incredible how time flies. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you boarding the plane.
Likewise. What are the odds of us being on the same flight? How have you been?
Life has had its ups and downs, but overall, I can't complain. How about you? What have you been up to?
Well, after college, I pursued my passion for photography, and now work as a freelance photographer. It's been a fulfilling journey.
That's amazing. I always knew you had a talent for capturing moments. I ended up working in marketing, and it's been quite an adventure.
It's great to catch up. We should definitely make plans to meet up properly and reminisce about old times.
Absolutely. Let's exchange contact information before we part ways. It would be wonderful to reconnect.
Definitely. Here's my phone number and email. Stay in touch and let's make those plans soon.
I will, and I look forward to it. Safe travels, and it was so good seeing you again.
Thank you, and same to you. Take care, and let's reconnect soon.
Like a fish out of water, feeling uncomfortable or out of place in a particular situation.
How was your first day at the new job?
Oh, it was like a fish out of water, to be honest. Everything is so different from my old company.
Change can be tough, especially in a new environment. What specifically made you feel that way?
Well, the office layout, the software they use, and the company culture are also unfamiliar. I felt completely lost.
It's normal to feel that way initially. Remember, it takes time to adapt to a new workplace. Soon, you'll find your rhythm.
I hope so. I was so used to my old routine, and now I have to relearn everything.
Just take it one step at a time. Ask questions, seek help from colleagues, and don't be too hard on yourself. You'll become like a fish in the water sooner than you think.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll give it my best shot and hope to adapt quickly.
That's the spirit. Remember, everyone was a newcomer once, and it gets better with time. You'll find your place in the new pond.
Bring up, raise or mention a topic in conversation.
Have you had a chance to bring up the new project proposal in the team meeting yet?
Not yet. I was planning to bring it up in today's meeting. I think it's an excellent opportunity to discuss the project's potential.
That's a good idea. I know we need to bring up the budget constraints and potential challenges we might face. It's crucial to address those issues early on.
Absolutely. And I also want to bring up the timeline. We should discuss how quickly we can get this project off the ground.
Agreed. The timeline is a critical factor. Let's make sure we bring up all these points during the meeting so that everyone is on the same page.
Sounds like a plan. I'll make sure to bring up these topics and encourage input from the team to ensure a comprehensive discussion.
Great. Thanks for taking the lead on that. Let's aim for a productive and fruitful meeting today.
Teaching children.
Sarah, I've been thinking about how we're teaching our children. Lately, I feel like we're not on the same page when it comes to discipline and values.
What do you mean, John? I thought we were aligned in our approach to parenting.
It's just that I've noticed inconsistencies in how we handle certain situations. Sometimes I feel like you're too lenient, and other times, I think I come off as too strict. It's confusing for the kids.
I understand your concerns, John. Parenting is a learning process, and we might not always get it right. But I believe in finding a balance between discipline and understanding.
I agree, but we need to establish some consistency in our approach. It's important for our children to have clear boundaries and understand the values we want to instill in them.
You're right. Let's sit down and have an open discussion about our parenting styles. We can share our perspectives, listen to each other's concerns, and find a middle ground that works for our family.
That sounds like a good plan, Sarah. Our unity and cooperation in teaching our children will help them grow into responsible and respectful individuals. Together, we can create a nurturing environment that fosters their development.
Expressing sympathy.
Hey, I heard about your loss. I'm so sorry to hear about your grandmother passing away.
Thank you for reaching out. It's been a tough time for sure.
I can't even imagine how you must be feeling. Losing someone you're close to is never easy.
Yeah, it's been really hard. She was such an important part of my life.
Your grandmother was an amazing person. I remember all the stories you've shared about her.
Thanks for saying that. It's comforting to know that others remember her too.
If there's anything I can do to support you during this time, please don't hesitate to let me know. Whether it's talking, running errands, or just being there.
I really appreciate that. Right now, it's just nice to have people who care around.
Take all the time you need to grieve and heal. And remember, I'm here for you, even if it's just to listen.
Thank you. It means a lot to have friends who genuinely care.
Of course, that's what friends are for. Just remember, you're not alone in this journey of healing.
Thanks again. Your words mean more than you know.
Anytime. Just know that I'm keeping you in my thoughts and sending you lots of love during this difficult time.
Go over, review, or examine something in detail.
Have you had a chance to go over the proposal for the client meeting tomorrow?
Not yet, but I plan to go over it later today. I've been tied up with other tasks.
It's crucial that we go over it thoroughly. This is a big presentation, and we need to impress the client.
I understand the importance. I'll make sure to go over every detail and ensure it's polished.
Great! And don't forget to go over the financial projections. They should be accurate and well supported.
I've already gone over them, but I'll double check to be absolutely sure.
That's the right approach. And please, if you find any errors or have concerns, don't hesitate to reach out.
Will do. I appreciate your guidance. We'll make sure we go over everything to deliver a top-notch presentation.
Excellent. Let's meet later to go over any final changes or adjustments.
Agreed. We'll go over it together to ensure it's the best it can be for the client meeting.
Demanding explanations.
Hey, I saw your post on social media last night. What's the deal with that?
Oh, you mean the one with my new pet lizard?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know you were into reptiles. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Well, it was a bit of a spontaneous decision. I've been researching about them for a while, and I finally decided to get one.
That's all well and good, but why didn't you mention it to me, your best friend? I would have expected you to share something like this.
I know, and I'm sorry about that. It all happened so fast, and I guess I got caught up in the excitement.
All right, fair enough. But I also noticed you got a new job, and you didn't tell me about that either. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I wanted to have a proper conversation about both the lizard and the job change.
It just seems strange that you're keeping such big things from me. We've always been open about everything.
I understand, and I promise I'll be more communicative in the future. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and make poor choices in sharing news.
I appreciate that you're owning up to it. Just remember, we're here to support each other through all these changes.
You're absolutely right. I value our friendship and should have been more considerate. Thanks for calling me out on this.
No problem. Just keep me in the loop next time, okay?
Definitely. And let's catch up properly soon. I've got a lot to share.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action.
I've been waiting for your decision on the project proposal. What's the status?
I've reviewed it thoroughly, and I have a few questions and concerns.
Okay, I'm all ears. What's on your mind?
First, the budget allocation for this project seems quite high. I'd like to understand the reasons behind it.
That's a valid point. We did anticipate some extra costs due to the nature of the project. I can provide a breakdown to justify the budget.
Second, the timeline seems pretty aggressive. Are we sure we can meet those deadlines?
I understand your concern. We did push for an ambitious timeline, but I believe it's achievable with the right resources and team commitment.
Lastly, the scope of work appears a bit vague in some areas. We need more clarity on deliverables.
I appreciate your feedback. Let's address those ambiguities and provide a more detailed scope. So, with these concerns, what's your stance on the project?
I'm still interested in moving forward. but these issues need resolution. The ball is in your court to make these adjustments.
Understood. I'll work on addressing your concerns, and we'll reconvene to ensure we're on the same page.
Great! Let's make sure it's a solid proposal before we proceed.
Your guess is as good as mine, neither person has more information or knowledge than the other.
Do you have any idea when the construction on our street will be finished?
Your guess is as good as mine, to be honest. It's been going on forever.
It's so frustrating. They never seem to give us a clear timeline.
Yeah, I hear you. I've asked the workers, but they're not sure either.
I hope it's soon. The noise and traffic are unbearable.
Tell me about it. I wish I could give you a definite answer, but I'm just as clueless.
Well, I guess we'll have to be patient and wait for them to wrap it up.
That's all we can do. Maybe one day, we'll wake up, and it'll be magically finished.
Haha, that would be nice. But for now, your guess is as good as mine when it comes to when this construction will end.
Agreed. Let's hope it's sooner rather than later.
It's all part of the plan.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful.
It seems like everything is falling into place for your project.
Yes, it is. It's all part of the plan, and I'm thrilled to see it coming together.
That's great to hear. You must have put a lot of thought and effort into this.
Oh, absolutely. I spent months strategizing, and it's so rewarding to see the pieces align.
I'm sure it wasn't always smooth sailing. Were there any unexpected challenges along the way?
Definitely. There were moments when I had to adapt and make quick decisions, but it's all part of the plan. You have to be flexible in this kind of project.
Your positive attitude is inspiring. How do you stay so composed when things get tough?
Well, I remind myself that challenges are opportunities in disguise. They make the journey more exciting.
Wise words. I'm learning a lot from your experience.
I appreciate that. Remember, it's all part of the plan, and embracing the process is key to success.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep that in mind for my own ventures.
You've got this. Stay focused on your goals, and you'll see how everything falls into place.
I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me.
Go around, circulate or spread, often as a rumor or disease.
Have you heard about the recent rumor that's been going around the office?
No, I haven't. What's it about?
Well, it's about a possible reorganization in our department. Some people say there might be layoffs.
Really? That's the first I'm hearing of it. How did this rumor go around so quickly?
I think it started when a few employees overheard a conversation between our manager and someone from HR. You know how it tends to go around here.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast news can spread. But rumors aren't always reliable. Have you tried verifying it with someone more reliable?
Not yet, but I plan to ask our manager directly. It's just that I wanted to see if you had heard anything similar.
I appreciate you letting me know. I'll keep an ear out for any official announcements. Rumors can sometimes cause unnecessary stress.
Definitely. It's better to get accurate information before jumping to conclusions.
It's a sign of the times.
Have you noticed all the remote work opportunities popping up lately?
Oh, definitely. It's a sign of the times, isn't it? The workplace is changing.
It really is. More and more companies are embracing flexibility and the digital age.
It's not just work. Even the way we shop, communicate, and learn has transformed.
True, online shopping, virtual meetings, and e-learning are booming. It's a sign of the times adapting to technology.
And don't forget how sustainability and eco-consciousness are becoming mainstream. People are more aware of their environmental footprint.
That's a positive shift. It's about time we started taking care of the planet.
Absolutely. It's encouraging to see these changes, but it also means we need to adapt to this new world.
Change can be challenging, but it's also full of opportunities. We have to stay open-minded.
You're right. Embracing change and staying informed is essential in these evolving times.
No doubt. Let's keep learning and growing with the times.
Agreed. It's a sign of the times, and we'll navigate it just fine.
The ball is in your court. It's your turn to take action.
So, I've been thinking about our project. We've covered the research part. Now the ball is in our court. What's your take on our next steps?
I completely agree. It's time for us to put our plan into action. I think we should start by outlining a clear timeline and breaking down the tasks. That way, we can ensure everyone knows their role and the deadlines.
Good point. We also need to consider potential obstacles that might come our way and have contingency plans in place.
Absolutely. It's essential to be proactive in anticipating challenges. We should allocate some time for testing and refining our work before the final presentation.
Speaking of the presentation, we should discuss the key points we want to highlight. We want it to be both informative and engaging.
I agree. We need to focus on the most compelling aspects of our research and findings, and we should think about visuals to make the data more accessible.
Let's aim for a balance between information and engagement, then. Sounds like a plan. How about we regroup in a few days with our individual proposals on the project timeline and presentation strategy?
That sounds like a great idea. We'll have a clear direction, and we can iron out the details when we meet again. The ball is definitely in our court, and I'm ready to take the shot.
I have to take a back seat.
I've been the team leader for a while now, but I think it's time for me to take a back seat.
Really? What brought about this decision?
I've noticed that some team members have great potential, and I want to give them a chance to step up and lead. It's also a way for me to focus on other aspects of my work.
That's a very selfless approach. It can be tough to let go of control and allow others to take the lead.
It is, but it's essential for growth, both for me and the team. I believe in their abilities, and I want to see them flourish.
I admire your perspective. It takes a strong leader to know when to step back and empower others.
Thank you. I'll still be there to support and guide them when needed, but I want them to have the opportunity to shine.
I'm sure your team will appreciate your support and the chance to develop their leadership skills.
I hope so. It's a new chapter for me, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds.
Best of luck with this transition. I'm sure it will lead to great things for you and your team.
It's easier said than done.
You know, I've been telling myself I should start going to the gym regularly.
I hear you. It's a common goal, but sticking to it can be tough.
Absolutely. I mean, it's easier said than done.
I get it. Sometimes the idea of working out sounds great, but when it's time to get up and go, it's a different story.
And then there's the whole diet thing. It's a lot of work to eat healthy.
No doubt. It's so tempting to indulge in junk food, and meal prep can be a real hassle.
Plus, with my busy schedule, finding time for exercise is a real challenge.
Yeah, life can get in the way. But remember, it's about making small, sustainable changes.
You're right. I need to stop making excuses and start taking action.
And don't forget, you're not alone in this. There are people who can help and support you along the way.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll try my best, even though it's easier said than done.
I believe in you. Just take it one step at a time, and you'll make progress.
Call on, visit someone, often as part of an official or formal duty.
The client is in town next week. I think we should call on them to discuss the upcoming partnership.
Good idea. Should I schedule a meeting at our office, or do you think it's better to call on them at their headquarters?
I believe it would make a positive impression if we call on them at their headquarters. It shows our commitment to the partnership.
Agreed. I'll reach out to their team to set up a time. Anything specific you want to cover during the visit?
Let's call on them to go over the details of the proposed collaboration, address any concerns they might have, and reaffirm our commitment to delivering quality service.
Sounds like a plan. I'll ensure everything is in order before we call on them. What about the presentation materials?
Bring along the updated proposal and any relevant documents. It will help when we call on them to visualize the value we bring to the table.
Got it. I'll make sure to prepare a comprehensive package for our visit. Looking forward to calling on the client and solidifying this partnership.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember.
Oh, the classic brain freeze moment. What were you trying to recall?
It was the name of that actor, you know, the one who played the detective in that old movie we watched last week.
Let me think. Was it Humphrey Bogart?
No, not him. It's someone from that era, though.
I'm drawing a blank too. Can you remember anything else about the movie or the character?
Well, the character had a distinctive hat, and there was a famous line about playing it again, Sam. Or something like that.
Oh, I think I've got it. You're talking about Humphrey Bogart as Rick Blaine in Casablanca.
Yes, that's it. Rick Blaine. Thank you. It was driving me crazy.
No problem. Happens to the best of us. Now, what else was it you wanted to know about the movie?
Oh, I was just curious about the director, but I think I'll look it up later.
Sounds good. If you have any more movie trivia questions, you know where to find me.
It's a walk on the wild side.
Hey, I heard you're planning a backpacking trip to the Amazon rainforest. That's quite a walk on the wild side.
You got it. I've always wanted to explore the untamed beauty of the rainforest. It's going to be an adventure of a lifetime.
It sure is. Have you made all the necessary preparations?
Yeah, I've been doing my research and got all the required gear. I even took survival training classes.
That's impressive. But it's no walk in the park. The Amazon can be quite challenging.
I know, and that's why I'm so excited. It's a walk on the wild side, and I'm ready for the unexpected.
What's your main goal on this journey?
Apart from experiencing nature at its purest, I want to raise awareness about rainforest conservation. It's a fragile ecosystem that needs protection.
That's a noble cause. Your walk on the wild side is for a greater purpose.
Thanks. I hope it makes a difference. Nature is a wonder, and we should do all we can to preserve it.
Stay safe out there and take lots of pictures. I can't wait to hear all about your adventure when you return.
I will, and I'm looking forward to sharing my wild journey with you.
And that's it for today's English lesson. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you enjoyed this lesson, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more English language learning videos. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and we'll do our best to respond. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future English lessons. And if you want to take your English learning to the next level, check out our channel more often. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next English lesson.